Bumblebee reporting for duty.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
I got nothing at the triumphant ceremony. No matter what I do, they won't approve. Ha! Just in time. To taste my wrath! I was always on the front line. I deserve the honor! Leonins can be fighters too. This is not my battlefield either. I will prove myself through a different path.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
I got nothing at the triumphant ceremony. No matter what I do, they won't approve. Just in time. Just in time to taste my wrath. I was always on the front line. I deserve the honor. Leonins can be fighters too. This is not my battlefield either. I will prove myself through a different path.
B reporting for duty.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
I got nothing at the triumphant ceremony. No matter what I do, they won't approve. Ha! Just in time. To taste my wrath! I was always on the front line. I deserve the honor! Leonins can be fighters too. This is not my battlefield either. I will prove myself through a different path.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
I got nothing at the triumphant ceremony. No matter what I do, they won't approve. Ha! Just in time. To taste my wrath! I was always on the front line. I deserve the honor! Leonins can be fighters too. This is not my battlefield either. I will prove myself through a different path.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
I got nothing at the triumphant ceremony. No matter what I do, they won't approve. Ha! Just in time. To taste my wrath! I was always on the front line. I deserve the honor! Leonins can be fighters too. This is not my battlefield either. I will prove myself through a different path.
Your team is banning.
A punch for a punch.
Your team is banning.
Always on the way.
Your team is banning.
Versus Not Your Haters on the right. The previous two matches, two of the teams are disqualified, but this match is going to be amazing. Daddy, Sugar Daddy,
Your team is
and
picking.
jumping right into the ban set. A Matilda ban looks like a Hounds official missed their first ban there. Do you think it's going to cost them, Daddy Z?
Your
I
team
don't
is
think that
picking.
was. I don't think that was a miss. More like I think that was a strategy because they had the first pick, so maybe they just wanted to keep the heroes open for them to pick. So as you can see, they already got a super OP pick that is Xborg, and yeah, so I think that was a good strategy to like score one of the meta heroes. And okay, Kaja and Yuzong getting picked on the side of the right side, and you can just call me Sugar for the entire night, James. I know it can be a bit weird.
Yeah, yeah, I messed up a bit there, but like you were saying, maybe a strategic move on their end, but they're also opening up many heroes for Not Your Haters, and it just depends at how the draft goes. It might cost them, it might give them the win, but looks like they're going for that Sicilian mage, a Sicilian against Yuzong and a Kaja. How do you think that's gonna go, Sugar?
team
I
is
think
picking.
it might just cost them.
I don't think that was like a super intelligent thing to do. Maybe a Kagura or a Lunox, something that had a bit of mobility, a bit of survivability would have been a viable
Your
option.
team
And
is
now that the
banning.
Joyhead was also picked, I don't think that Sicilian can do much in the game. Like Jinx, I'm not too hopeful about him. But as you can see, they did manage to get that Phobius as well as that Xborg. So it's pretty good on their part. Like they have managed to secure a good core as well as a super OP offlaner. So they're kind of good on that part, but I don't know about the Sicilian. Also,
Your
from
team is
Face Your
banning.
Haters, they have a good pick going on. Like they have that Yuzhong as well as that Kaja and Jawhead. So they have a lot of like single target potential, right, Jinx?
Totally, I would completely agree with you. Like when you're against such a team which is tanky as well as dealing so much damage, like a Yuzong, even this, a Jawhead, as well as a one-shot hero like Kaja, you need a mage that can dodge
Your
very
team
easily,
is picking.
like a Kagura, like you were saying, a Harley or anything like that. But Ceylon might just fall short. He needs a tank or someone to protect him, because I don't think, even though Xborg and Phobius are going to deal that damage, they might not be able to
Your
protect
team
him.
is
But you
picking.
need this Cecilion, right, in team fights, especially when you're up against such a tanky team as well as a Lunox. That Lunox might just hurt them. For now, I feel like Not Your Haters is winning the draft, but they do have to pick hypers on both sides. But no, I'm wrong there. Xborg is going to go hyper. How do you think that's going to go for them?
I think Xborg is better as a hyper, honestly, because in the offlane he has to like stick around for quite a bit of time to get his damage up. But
team
if
is
he's
picking.
playing the core, he can just farm up and deal a ton of damage from very early on, because he'll have a tank protecting him and the support of the team in general, which an offlaner is not usually that an offlaner usually can't access. So that's pretty good, picking Xborg as a hyper. But I'm really scared for their Sicilian as well as like. Nah, mainly I'm scared for that Sicilian because they have all the damage, all the targeting they need to kill that Sicilian. So it's gonna be a hard match for him. But if he can manage to take the game to the late games, then it might be a different story. But other than that, I think this match is like the draft itself is weighing a bit heavily for Not Your Haters.
Totally, I completely agree with you there. But I think it's going to be a fighter game, wouldn't you agree, Sugar? It's going to be those fighters who are going to get into those engages and deal that damage, and maybe provide their team with the win. Because I think on both sides they have these amazing fighters with amazing damage as well as sustain. So it just depends at in team fights. But I completely agree with you. Not Your Haters has won the draft for now. It just depends, right? You can never know with these sort of teams in such high level competitions. Like, they can always be a comeback.
To Mobile Legends.
Obviously, there can be, and as you said about the high fighters, I gotta tell you, like, you're completely right on that part. Like, both the teams, they have got like the best fighters that the game has to offer right now, honestly. So it's gonna be a very like fighter-oriented game. That's what I'm predicting, honestly, because it might shift a bit, but yeah, I don't think it will like shift too much. So nothing too amazing happening. I thought that Joyd was gonna go and disrupt the buff, but he did see that the Borg is not there, so he just decided to hang around and lurk in the jungle. So Jinx, like, who would you think like has a better chance at like winning? Like, you did say that the match can go either ways, but like, what's your gut feeling telling you? Like, which team has the better chance at winning?
Okay, so if I'm going purely by the picks, I would put all my support in Not Your Haters. But look at the damage this Xborg is dealing in mid lane. Zohed is already below half his HP, right? And they're playing very, very well. I must say they're doing that poking in mid lane that is very much required. So Hounds official does have that advantage. Zohed has to retreat. And looks like Casino is retreating as well. I think he's low on mana a bit, but you'll never know, right? It just depends in late game. If Cecilion can manage to land those skill hits, then they might just win the match. But he has to watch out for this Yuzong as well as his Jawhead. I think maybe Kaja might focus a bit on the hyper, but he's gonna have to be very careful of these fighters.
Obviously, because if you're gonna play a mage with low mobility, you have to be super careful about your surroundings. And I think that Not Your Haters are going for a gang on the top lane. They have 3 of them positioned. They're cutting the lanes. Alright, Phoveus was standing for a minute, and Granger popping his ulti. Okay, Phoveus is not looking in a good position. Yuzong with the Black Dragon form. Jawhead going in, Phoveus popping his ulti, and okay, the first blood goes to Not Your Haters. Jawhead just manages to survive with a bit of health, and Boy coming in, getting a kill on that Jawhead, and that Boy, oh my god, the Sicilian manages to take out that Yuzong. Oh my god. Oh, what a fight. Hounds official, they just turned around the fight. Don't you think so, Jinx?
Totally. They did rotate on time. A bit of a mess up because we could see Xbox going to bottom lane even though Turtle spawned in top. But they did make up for it. They came right on time. Looks like Yuzong and his friend got stuck in a bad position there, and they might just give away this turtle to Hounds official. That Granger needs to come and leave his buff, otherwise he's going to lose this turtle.
Blue team has slain the turtle.
Alright, I think they decided to not disturb the turtle. And again, Xbox coming in with his ultimate and getting a kill on that Jawhead once again. So, kind of got a deja vu on that part, man. He did the same thing in the top lane. So, as you were saying, like, they have to be like a bit more careful about the game, and that was a big mess up. Honestly, they had everything lined up for them. The Xborg was not near the play, so they kind of overextended to kill that Phoveus. But at the end of the day, it was not a win for them. Like, that gank was a loss for Team Not Your Haters. So now, even though they have the early game picks, they're kind of falling. Okay, they're not falling away. Sorry, my bad. The farm difference is just 800, which is like very trivial, honestly. So now, again, in the bot lane, Phoveus is just using his ulti and trying to get a kill on one of them, maybe? Okay, the Phoveus is just returning. Jinx, what do you think? Like, is there going to be a huge fight?
There definitely is that. Jawhead is getting caught out even before the team fight starts, and his team is retreating way too fast. I think Hounds official really needs to take this advantage. Look at them, they're already pushing that mid lane. Looks like Bharat gave up on his top lane and he wanted to help his team push. Oh my god, Sugar, did you see the damage of Sicilian on Lunox? Lunox almost got melted in mid lane.
Okay, I'm kind of lost for words because we were like hearing that the Sicilian is gonna get mashed, but Oh, look at him dealing damage even in that 4-minute mark. Like, we all know that Sicilian is basically not that useful this early on in the game, but look at him trying to pull. Oh my god, okay, Balance gets picked off by that Joy, but he manages to survive with a flicker, and Yuzong with his Black Dragon form trying to get an engage down, but I think that would be a bad idea because they're hugely outnumbered in the top lane. So yeah, I think that Jawhead, he needs to get his game back off, man, because he just died thrice, and at 5 minutes. So that's not something that you would expect, honestly. So I think that Jawhead needs to like be a bit more careful. Okay, as we were talking in the turtle lane, Phobius just picked off that Kajal. So that happened, guys. And okay, so what do you want to say about like Hounds officials' strategy? Like, what do you think they're doing?
Well, I think they're playing very, very well. A pause coming in from Lunox, maybe a strategic pause because they needed them messing up the early game, even though they have that pick right on point. That Jawhead is getting picked off way early in team fights, and they're giving all the farm to Xpog, while Granger is, he's not we can't really see him in team fights, right? He's not dealing much of an impact right now. He does need some time to come online, but I think he's taking way too long. As well as the fighters and even Lunox, she's not dealing the damage she's supposed to be dealing, whereas we see Cecilion dealing the damage instead. So I think, Hounds official needs to take this advantage and start pushing before, we see a comeback coming in from Not Your Haters, because they have that team comp. They just need a bit of leeway, and then they might just snowball the whole game. So Hounds official needs to play very smart now.
Yes, I completely agree. Like, Hounds, even though they don't have a lot of advantage in the early game, they're making the best use out of the picks that they have. So if they can utilize that and push the game into the mids, the lates, they can dominate the game. But if they fall short and if they don't focus on towers instead of if they don't focus on the towers from early on with their lead intact, I think they're gonna suffer in the late game because Not Your Haters, they have the potential to deal that damage. They have the heroes for early, late, and even the mid game. So Hounds official, they just need to make the best use out of the lead that they have right now, and utilize it to get a dub on this game. So what do you think?
Totally, yeah, totally. But even though they are having a bit of an advantage, that goal difference is still 1k. So Not Your Haters has a very good chance of coming back. But I must say, this zoning out by I forgot this hero's name. Why did I forget his name? Who's the tank here?
Basha.
Yeah, Basha. So he's zoning them out very well, right? And he's not letting Ranger come anywhere near the turtle. So I think he's playing very well. They're playing very smart. But they need to start pushing and adding a bit of pressure. And I think that's where the fighters come in. Even though Phobius is doing very well in his lane. And look at that gang. That Jawhead threw him out perfectly and he just got wiped out.
Yes, sir. And now the Xborg is just, again, if the Xborg is trying to pick off that Jawhead, I think that Jawhead is going to get picked off by the Xborg again. Or is he going to survive? Okay, again, that's coming in from Xborg, and that Jawhead gets taken out for the 4th time. And I don't think that dying to that Xborg is the best of the decision, because that's the core, man. Okay, finally, we were about to see a good engage on that Sicilian, but that Sicilian doing a huge outplay. And I'm gonna flicker right after you use everything on me. So that just happened, and the Sicilian manages to survive again. Not today, but I don't know, man. I think that Not Your Haters, they gotta up their game a bit, or they're gonna lose this game, Jinx.
Totally. But you know what I'm noticing, Sugar? This Xborg is using all of his skills on Jawhead. Even though Jawhead is getting caught out very easily, maybe he should start focusing on the people who actually have that gold and who's going to deal an impact in late game, like that Lunox, like that Granger, right? Otherwise, it might just cost him. That's where he might throw the game, using all of his skills on Jawhead.
Yes, as we were talking, the Phobias did get picked out, and yeah, I kind of agree with you. He's focusing way too much on the Jawhead. He should be trying to take a hit on that Lunox and that Granger, or even that Kaja. So it was, oh my god, the Yuzong just took the blue buff from blue team.
He just stole it right out under their nose while Xbox is busy taking his red buff. But Turtle is up in bottom lane. We need to see another skirmish coming here from Not Your Haters. They need to get that lead.
Okay, Unstoppable Force being popped out by that Jawhead. Again, that Phobius going in with his ult, but not managing to get a hit. Oh my god, Kaja with
Red team hero has been
Divine
slain.
Punishment, and he gets taken out. Basha getting the kill, and that was kind of an Uno reverse, Jinx, because you see that Kaja using his ulti on that Phobius, and the Phobius manages to survive, but the Kaja died. Okay, that was a bad decision from that Sicilian going into the bush without having the tank check it first. But I think that one mistake is gonna cause them the turtle. Unstoppable Force being popped out by the jaw hit on that Xborg, and I think they have pretty much secured the turtle.
Red team has slain
Yeah,
the
the third turtle, like, sorry, is it the third or the second turtle? It goes, this is the third turtle, sorry. The third turtle goes to the side of Not Your Haters, and Bharat's with Deadliness Welcome, and the flicker taking that Yuzong into the tower, but that Yuzong manages to survive because of the health provided by that Jawhead using his ejector. Okay, sorry, I kind of got into flow. Oh my god, that Kaja is just taking out that Borg. Jinx, what is happening right now? Oh my goodness.
I'll tell you what's happening. Sneaky gameplay coming in, how that Sicilian got picked off, and that Kaja, hiding in the bush, waiting for Xbox to just come a bit in front. And like I was saying, right, this is where they're starting to throw the game, Sugar. I feel like Xbox needs to play a bit more safe, a bit more cautious, because he's giving away his farm very, very easily. That advantage that they had, Not Your Haters is quickly overcoming it, and now they have that damage. Look at the damage Kaja is dealing, right? And he's focusing only on Xbox. I think that's where they're messing up a bit. They need to, figure out the game plan right now, because they should not let Not Your Haters get that advantage, because that Phobius is getting ganked very, very badly in top lane.
Yeah, as we were talking about, Phobius is getting ganked again by three of them. Okay, reinforcements coming in from the side of Hounds Official, and they managed to save that Phobius from a sticky situation. While they're distracted in the top lane, Granger did get the mid lane turret, and I think he's got two mid lane turrets. Oh my goodness, bro, that was a huge loss for Hounds Official.
For sure. Yeah. Like you were saying, that's where they're messing up, Sugar. It's hurting me to see this. They're just, running into the team fights, and they're not pushing like we thought they're going to do in the starting of the match, right? And I think that's where they're messing up. Look at them getting caught off one by one, right? Bharat's in bottom lane. He did try his best to push, but I don't think much is happening. That Lord is up, and Granger has a very good advantage right now to get that Lord.
Yeah, as you were saying, they did not, we both screamed about it, but they did not utilize their advantage to push turrets. Rather, they just went to skirmish. Okay, I think the Phobius is gonna get picked up by that Granger's Rhapsody, as well as that Jawhead's ejector. Okay, he did put up a big fight before dying, and ultimately he died to the homing missile casted by that Jawhead. So as we were saying, they did not utilize their advantage, and now they're on the back heel. They lost 3 turrets, while Not Your Haters just lost tier 3s, 2 tier 3s of the top and bot lane. So they're kind of falling behind on the turrets, Jinx.
Totally, they lost those turrets and they lost that Lord as well. Not Your Haters, like we were talking about, Sugar, they got that advantage, and now they're going to push. And knowing them, they have a very good team compo, right? And that Granger has all the support he needs, also the damage. And now I feel like Hound Official is going to pay for what they did in early game, because but look at them, they're getting picked off so easily, and Not Your Haters are doing such a good thing here by pushing all the lanes and the team fights as well. They're winning the team fights.
Yeah, they got a turret, and that Phobius is again getting picked off by that Yuzong as well as that Granger, and yeah, the ultimate Grangers, was Okay, so I saw that. Again, the Kaja and the team taking out that Bharat, so it's not looking too good for Hounds official. For the first
Totally.
round of match, they're behind on the kill lead, Jinx.
Yeah, and Zeen, why did they all run away to top lane while bottom is just going very, very easy? They're not putting up much of a fight now. Like, they lost that early game advantage and now they're losing the end game very, very rapidly. I think that it's going to cost them so much. This Phoveus is going 1v2 the whole time. He's not waiting for his team, right? He has that damage, but he does not have that team support.
Yes, and that might just cost them the game, honestly, because they had everything. They had the entire formula, but they just messed up on the execution. So it's kind of hard to look at right now, honestly. But kudos to face your haters. Sorry, not your haters. Oh, what is wrong with me? So yeah, they were on the back hill and now they just completely turned around the entire game. They have the goal lead of 5,000 gold, and now they're just gonna abuse them at this point because they have that one shot, they have the single target, they have the AoE of Lunox as well as that Granger and Yuzong, so they have everything they need in the late game. And as we hit the 14-minute mark, Sicilian should be having his power spike by now, but even with that, Sicilian has a lot of counters to go up against to utilize his entire skill set. So don't you think so?
Yep, and Not Your Haters playing a very, very smart match. They're freezing those lanes so Sicilian does not get those stacks. So I think that's where they're going to win the match because they're playing very strategic. And also, they did not give up in early game even though they were losing out so badly, right? They just held on, and now that Baraz just missed this ultimate right there. That was sad to see.
Yes, that Detona's welcome. Detona was not able to welcome the adversaries pretty well. So yeah, that was I guess at least that was his ultimate did not work. At least he didn't get killed. So that's what I'm looking at right now because they are kind of messing up on their positioning, honestly, Jinx, because they just got picked off left, right, and center from the mid games, from the starting of the mid game. So just that, it was good that he managed to survive.
Totally. And Lord is going to be up in around 15 seconds. I think not your haters as well as Hound official need to rotate towards the Lord. Whoever gets this Lord might just win the match. Unless even if it's Hound official, they need to do a very good game of pushing, right? Because Not Your Haters has many targets up and they have a very good chance of defending even if Hound official steals this Lord. But if Not Your Haters gets this Lord, they have almost a 90% chance of winning because all of that damage coming in from their end.
As we were talking about earlier, not Hound official, they have a bad habit of getting picked off one by one. And that just happened, and that Basha did get picked off. Ejector coming in from that Jawhead. Detona's welcome being popped on that Yuzong. Pirates in the middle of 5 people on the gate. What is happening right now? Oh my god, there is a big team fight going on. Everyone killing everyone, and double kill being taken by that Lunox. So, teams who won that team fight, fill me up.
Well, for sure, Not Your Haters won that team fight. For the moment there, I was a bit scared that Xbox is going to run after Jawhead again and I would start crying. But thankfully, he got that double kill. But they lost that team fight. That Sicilian is costing them right now because Lunox is just going into the back lane and melting him right on point. And that's where they're having that trouble, right? They don't have that sort of mage who can go in to the back lane and deal that damage. They need someone to constantly be, supporting the Sicilian, and make sure he does not die. Even though he deals that damage, someone needs to keep protecting him, and that's where they're sort of failing out. And also, like you said, right, they're getting picked off one by one. Why do I keep forgetting his name?
Basha.
Basha is just getting picked off early. And sometimes, Bharat is getting picked off early, sometimes Phoveus is, and that's where they're messing up.
Okay, Detona's welcome again being popped. Okay, before Detona could welcome the enemy, he got taken out by the Lunox. Lunox dealing a ton of damage right now, Jinx. Like, she is melting everyone. Okay, that Lord did go all alone, but they did manage to take the inhibitor of the mid lane. I think it's almost game over. Okay, yes. I think it's game over for Hounds officials. So, the first match of the night, it goes to Not Your Haters. So, Jinx, before we could like analyze the situation, the match ended, but what do you have to say about that last engage on the Nexus?
Well, they did get picked up by the Lonox, but another thing to note, Not Your Haters had that, lane clearance right on point. All their minions came right on time, even though Hound officials cleared that lot, they could not clear the minions. I think that's where they won, right? They did not even have to get into a team fight because the minions just finished it off for them. Yuzong had a pretty bad game, but overall his team played very, very well. And I must say, Hound officials, they played very well in early game, but they could not hold on to that lead, and that's where they messed up. Like I said, Sugar, Xbox was running behind Joyd way too much instead of focusing on the heroes that can turn the game, like Lunox, like Ranger. But sadly, I think that's where they messed up a bit.
Yes, I completely agree. And I guess that the beginning of the end was when they started to get picked off one by one in the top lane. They got ganked by three of them, the Phobius all alone. So that is where, they started falling off, and that unfortunately costed them the game. But it's okay, stuff happens, and hopefully they'll be back again stronger in the next tournament. Jinx.
Oh, Jinx, end the thing.
Alright guys, so stay with us. We're gonna be back again with more matches tonight, and it's been your caster Sugar Daddy with Jinx, and we're signing off for this match. But stay tuned guys.
tonight, which is between Bsic versus Hell. And you will be watching this match with myself, Jenny, and my co-caster, Lynch. How are
Always on the
you?
way. Your team is
Absolutely
banning.
fine, Jenny. Thank you so much and welcome everyone. Hey, let's see.
Well,
Woo! Set me on
Your
fire!
team
moving
is
forward
picking.
towards the draft. Okay, Lunox ban. Well, the last game, Lunox, oh my god, she was slaying. And, after seeing that last match, I think Lunox deserved to be banned if you were going for tanky heroes such as Barats, Yuzhong, like the picks, that last match, the draft was so
Your
good.
team is
Only
picking.
if they banned their only counter Lunox, it would have been so easy for them, right, Lynn?
Yes, as you know, Lunox, how much I love Lunox. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, and she is really the kind of mage who can carry four of them on their own. If it's late game, there's no one who can complete Lunox burst, not even tank or any heavy fighter or any defense item. So yeah, Lunox is the first priority to ban if we are going tanky heroes.
I so agree with you. And moving on towards our draft, Luna's Matilda already banned Xborg as well as Paquito banned from the red side, that is Hell. And a first pick Phobius,
Your
but
team is
Esmeralda
picking.
being picked to counter him. What do you think about this, Lynch?
Well, the bans are pretty perfect. I guess they have studied, they have studied the meta, and they have already banned the meta picks which are already running out there. And the first pick, Phobius, is very good. Even though and smartly Esma picked to counter him, but I think
Your
Phobius,
team
as he's
is
now,
banning.
he's like most OP fighter, he will take on.
Yeah. I doubt that if he plays really well, Esmeralda
team
will
is
be able
banning.
to counter him that easily. Anyways, with that, a Valir and Leomord. I think a Valir is a good pick, his ultimate have this inbuilt purify, I should say. As soon as Kufra jumps on him, uses his
Your
ultimate,
team is
Valir
picking.
can just use his ultimate to purify himself and give him a knock, let's say.
Yes, and after the recent buff, Valir got is really good as mid support and can be played as mid tank also. But by the team, Doc, what's
Your
the
team
second team
is
name?
picking.
I forgot.
Okay, the blue side we have Bsic, and on the red side we have Hell.
Okay, so smartly Kagura picked by Hell to counter Valir,
Yeah. And
So-
seems like the hyper is okay. Maybe they're going for a Claude hyper, isn't it? And a Diggy as well to
Your
counter
team
that
is picking.
Kufra. Well. I didn't expect Diggy. I haven't seen Diggy being picked for a very long time. And on the other hand, Team Hell has their Roger hyper, and I think they are going for an offlaner now. But are they really going for that Selena, or is just trying to show his GG skin?
Yeah, you're right. He was just trying to show off his skin. And about Diggy Cloud combo, it's like one of the most OPS combo in game if you ever saw them. But that's a really good pick for Claude. Like Diggy can create a good space and even immune CC for Claude. Okay, so he can just go in burst and come back. But also all those coming in
Yeah.
from the red side to mark Claude. So this game will be really amazing to watch. Jenny.
Yeah, I mean, the picks are really, interesting from both the sides, not just one. But Lynch, quickly tell me, which draft are you betting on?
I would go for Roger draft. I mean, Team Red, because they have so much good at start game. They have Kagura, Roger, and also as well as Esmeralda. Like their pick seems to counter all of their picks. So I would bet on Team Red. Team Hell.
All right, now we'll see. We'll see who counters whom, because I see a Diggy from Team Bsic who can actually take hold of all the CC that comes from Team Hell, but that requires timing. That requires being really smart. So we'll see on that. Anyways, the matchup just started, guys. Write down, spam down the team that you're supporting. Don't forget to share the stream and stay tuned. And yeah, just let us know which team are you guys betting on in the comment section.
They have put Asma to gold lane and Aldous to XP lane. I guess Aldous on gold lane will be better because they have Phobius on XP lane. I guess they should be swapping lanes against each other.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that Esmeralda is obviously big for Phobias. Just as soon as he logged that Phobias, Esmeralda went for it, and I'm pretty sure they'll be, switching real quick because, of course. And anyways, there is a cold war going on in both the side lanes. In the mid lane, though, seems like Diggy and Valor is not being able to go and take that. What do you call that?
Little Wanderer. It is called Little
Yes.
Wanderer.
Lito, right? I forgot the full name. I just call it Lito, but I'm always
Yeah, I don't remember
just a
its
little bit
name.
of curiosity.
Even though his name is so big, we just refer to call him Pokemon, Pokemon or Pikachu or
Exactly.
Nunu. Funny.
And there are really more names. Like there are a lot more funny names for this thing, but we know, but no one prefers to call him his actual name. Anyways, keeping that aside, seems like there is a gang forming in the top lane. That's Kufra jumping on that Phobias, and Phobias already half HP. There might be an execute coming on from that Kagura, and it did, but this guy manages to escape. There is backup coming in from Team Blue, but I guess it's gonna be a disengage. Wow, that escape was insane.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how Phobius didn't die out there because Kagura and Cooper
Yeah.
gave in their 100% and how smartly he just got escaped. Like, it was really cool and satisfying to see.
Exactly. And there's another gang going on for the turtle, but the Diggy is already first blood Claude making a mistake, but I guess he's going to survive this. And well, he did with just a little bit of HP. One more basic attack from that Esmeralda and he would have died. Aldous marking that out, but of course he
Red
won't
team
come
has
that
slain
far,
the
and the
turtle.
turtle has gone to that Roger.
hero has
And
been
Esmeralda
slain.
already taking that Diggy out Lynch. That Roger is getting his early game farm. What do you think?
That was really a smart play by Cupra, Esmeralda, and as well as Kagura. They zoned out the field. Bsic so smartfully and he gave that space and the time to give to Roger to get the turtle. That was, yeah, it's very effective and advantageous for Roger to get early turtle buffs.
Exactly. They messed up. They actually pretty well messed up near the turtle. They could have given a bit more better contest over there, but it's fine. Not a big deal. Just 3 minutes of the game. They can still do wonders. It's a lot that they have, and in the late game, he's pretty much strong as well. Roger coming in for an invade. That's Team Hell coming in for an invade into Team Basics. Buff over the GG ultimate from that Kufra and already slain. That's I think 2 people slain already. Diggy is down, Valor is down, Claude missed his retribution and did not even get the blue buff, I guess. And yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, that was really amazing. Gank NE from Kufra. He saw that Ziggy was level 4,
Yeah.
then too he initiated like, I'm not scared, just come on, bro. Like that.
Yeah. I'm not scared about your teeny bitty ultimate. Anyways, oh, that's Aldous locking onto that Neomort. Is he going in for that kill? But no, he just wants to save time by using that ultimate. But at the same time, there is a gang forming in the bottom lane. Kufra might use his ultimate. Roger coming straight in for that Diggy, and the Claude using his ultimate. No damage so far yet. Kagura coming in as well. They might as well retreat, or they're gonna end up dying too, I guess. Vale coming in for backup, but that's Kufra there, just waiting for a perfect jump, as well as Kagura waiting to use her ultimate. And meanwhile, Roger taking that turtle alone and killing spree for the Kagura. Leomord is down. Kufra jumping in and another GG ultimate, but
Red
this
team
time,
has
well,
slain the turtle.
that Diggy ultimate wasn't needed because he literally had no follow-up there.
Yeah, like Diggy Kufra played very smartly, but I guess Diggy just missed his ultimate cause he already saw that Kagura ulti was used, so they didn't have any backup damage.
Yeah. And that's another blue buff being missed by the Claude. Roger takes it. Oh, wait. Valor manages to grab that buff, and Esmeralda, that's easy. But I guess she is going to escape this time. And Kufra, I don't think he has his ultimate yet. He just used it a few moments back. And, well, have to say, Team The score so far,
Blue team
0
turret has
kills
been destroyed.
by Team BSIC and already 6 kills in Team Hell. Looking at the gold, they are, leading. Team Hell is leading with 5k gold already in 5 minutes of the game, Lin.
Yeah, it's pretty hard from the way the game is looking to come back. But let's see, the Claude is still farming. He got his DHs. If they gank perfectly, they get some kills, pick-offs. It would be easy for them to come back.
Exactly. Oh, and that's another engage by Team Hell in the bottom lane. That's Biggie already out of the game. And oh, look at that double kill for the Roger. Shutdown coming by Diggy, which is, probably caused by the turret damage. Well, the thing is, Team Hell has this awesome Kufra to engage, okay? And Team BSIC has still not figured out how they're actually going to engage, and they're not even being able to, escape, save themselves from dying.
Yes, but Jenny, personally, I think this game is fully of Esmeralda, I mean, see the pick, like, Esmeralda can counter all. To get shields, she has like Phobias, Leo mode, Claude, as well as Diggy's ultimate. So I guess Esmeralda will be the one shining, and she is already.
Actually, she is already now. Phobia is using his ultimate on them, but there is nothing they can do right now because Team Hell is so farm and they have no gold. So far, Team BSI is not up to the par, and Esmeralda might have been done a mistake over here. And there you go, Esmeralda being shut down. Roger on the other side taking that turtle alone, and Kufra actually going for that kill all by himself on that Valir.
Yes, that Kufra is really insane. We are seeing like so outplays, like so many good plays by tanks, and like it really amazed me. Like the way they play, it's really good.
This Kufra is doing a lot of things for the team as well as Esmeralda, of course. The early game engages by Kufra did them good, and now Diggy, which was actually picked to counter the CC, and he's the first one to die in almost all the ganks. Now Roger, he just comes right in for Diggy. I'm gonna kill you first. You're not gonna cancel out our CC.
Yes, Diggy is actually played as support but can be built as tank, but in start game he's not that tanky. And I guess Diggy should using his bomb to provide vision and be playing just safe as soon like their Claude gets farms and the teammates too, and using his ultimate just for disengage, right?
Yeah, I doubt this Cloud will ever get farmed because look at Team Hell, they are not letting him do anything, they're not letting him take any buff. Like I told you, Roger is going for the Diggy. I'm gonna kill you first, you're not gonna cancel any CC, and Diggy is out at first. And the Cloud this time manages to escape, and Esmeralda taking almost took a kill on that Phobius. Well, Lynn, do you think this Cloud is ever going to get farmed?
Now the game, by the way the game is pacing up, I don't think Claude will ever come back.
And
really
another
hard.
GG ultimate from the Kufra, but yeah, I guess Sakura didn't have her ultimate. And this time though, Claude manages to escape, but that was another awesome engage from that Kufra, right?
Yeah, that was really awesome engage, but Kagura, she had her ultimate, but I don't know why she didn't use. Yeah, she had.
Exactly,
Notice she
right?
had. You can see the green dot out there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I
This
hope it was there
Kufra-
this time. Like,
And this Cobra is living up to his IGN, Devastator. He's just devastating each and every enemy in his front,
yeah, they are playing really good. They know their objectives. They are not letting that Cloud down. That Roger is going straight for that Diggy. And I don't know actually why they picked Diggy though, because they already had Esmeralda picked in the second pick already. Alright, and there is another gank going on in the top lane. Esmeralda making them use all their skills on her, and now she's quickly, slowly disengaging after they use all the skills on her, and nothing actually happened to her. Look at that.
So this game is literally like Esmeralda, you can't do anything to her. Like, I guess Team BSIC messed up their draft a bit. As first pick Esmeralda, they didn't be needing to pick Diggy and Claude, Because Esmeralda is literally counter of Diggy and Claude. So I guess they should be focusing on their draft more.
I know, right? I mean, they did kind of, I won't say that. That's gonna be rude, but yeah, they actually didn't plan the draft pretty well. And the 10 minutes, 10k goal lead of Team Hell, I don't think there will be. I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to say that there will be a comeback. Meanwhile, Roger taking that lot along with Aldous. Well, do you think that it's possible for Team BSIC to defend this Lord? Like we have already seen how aggressive they are playing, how much they are engaging that Kufra as well as that Esmeralda. They're soaking up all the damage, making them use all the skills, and they're not being able to do anything over there. And that's another gank, I think already. And Kufra made a mistake this time, dig his second kill. And ooh, Roger is shot down by that Phobia. This is good, this is good. Look at that damage from that. Oh my god, Aldous. They have to worry about another hero now, and Esmeralda, literally nothing is happening to her. Literally nothing is happening to her. But this time, she did receive a chunk of damage, and well, Aldous, he's going to retreat, and the Lord is marching in the top lane. The mid lane turret has been secured. That's a lot of damage he is dealing, but Claude is actually also dealing damage to it. And no, Claude made a mistake. Why would he just go near that Aldous?
That was, quite bad. I mean, they could have defended a lot and went back to, up their farm, because see, their farm rate is just of 10k. It's not just, but they could have covered it up, but I guess they defended a lot successfully. And they should be focusing on building their items more, and then later on they can do again. But yeah, they defended a lot, and
right?
yeah.
And that's a mega kill for the Kagura. Leomord already down. Kufra trying to engage, and Claude just okay. I thought Claude was lagging or something. He was just going straight in. And well, they have an Aldous as well to worry for now. Lynch, he's farmed.
Yeah.
Aldous is farmed.
Also, Aldous and also Kagura. You saw the Kagura damage.
Kagura is actually dealing a lot of damage since a long time, but he didn't see that. Okay, and the monster kill for that Aldous, and GG double kill for that Aldous already. The minions are marching in, shut down by that Valley on that Aldous. The red team, Roger is low as well as Kufra, and I guess they will have to just retreat, but they are trying to end the game. They are coming in for the base. Will they be able to finish this game right here? I think so. They are going in for the base, Lynch.
Yeah, they are trying so hard to take the base, but I guess they will defend successfully. Because Roger didn't have HP, and now, okay, Kagura got down. Lot so swiftly.
Yeah, I thought maybe she was gonna get some CC and get stuck over there, but no, she manages to escape. Wow, a lot of things happen, and I was just on and on. I was just talking and talking and talking. I was so hyped out, and I actually thought that maybe Team Hell is gonna end it here and now, but fortunately, Team BSIC manages to defend this for now, but still, they do not have any exposure in the map at all because they have not even touched any turret yet. The Claude didn't manage to receive any gold, any buff. Anyways, Lynch, I would like you to elaborate a little more on the items that the Team BSIC have right now. But wait, there is another engage, and that Claude is already dead. They are coming in for more kills, but Kobe is actually doing a pretty good job, and he manages to kill that. No, they didn't kill anyone, and the Valor actually manages to shut down that Roger. And Esmeralda, pretty low over there. She might end up dying, but her shield is helping her and backing her up, and she escapes. Oh my god, this Esmeralda, when is she going to die?
Blue team hero has been
Wow, look at that Aldous. Right at the door, that Aldous takes another kill, and this is it. The base has been taken, and GG Team Hell. What a gameplay. They did not let that Team BSIC, that Claude, do anything. They did not let him get any farm at all.
Okay, so Team Hell, I don't know. I was just amazed with their gameplay. Like that Kagura, the way Kagura played, the way all those smart, they lived up to their squad name. They just showed hell to their enemies. And yes, we were talking about the items. I guess Claude, he should have been Like he was building attack first, but then later on
Mhm.
he built that Radiant Armor. I guess Athena's shield was the better choice here because they had Kagura and as well as Esmeralda. And after that, he should be building, Malefic Roar to burst out that defense. But never mind, the Kufra and that deadly combo of Esmeralda didn't let Claude farm.
Yeah, they messed up in the draft high time. They need to work on the draft a little bit more when they come next time for the tournament. And at the same time, the team held big competition, guys. The other teams need to be careful of this team as well because they know their objectives and their gameplay was really impressive from the starting as well. The way they are engaging, the way they are taking all the objectives, not letting the Cloud farm, invading every single time, and the drafting is good as well. So very well played and congratulations Team Hell, and guys stay tuned, we'll be back with another awesome match in no time.
Alright, guys.
Okay, a big shout out to Vicious for donating 40 rupees to Colt Esports. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting Colt Esports, and please keep supporting them because they are going to do a lot more things for the community, guys. exciting night which is happening between Team Legacy of Legends on the blue side and Counter Esports on the red side. And once
Your
again,
team
you'll
is
be watching
banning.
this match with myself, Jenny, and my co-caster Lynch.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're all enjoying the stream, guys.
Yep, I
Your
bet
team is
they are,
banning.
because the last two matches have been really awesome. We're having good matches today. And moving on towards the draft of this match, we see a Baraspan and Lynch. I don't even remember Olus. I remember Olus, the hero with the best
Your
recall.
team
Okay.
is banning.
Okay, first a ban. I didn't see that coming.
Not only recall, Olas is not only recall, his skills are really funny too, but cool at the time. I don't know, whenever I'm sad or I'm feeling down, I will just go and play Olas and I will be like in a happy mood.
Always on the
Really? Because
Your
for me,
team
I'm
is
like
picking.
I'm really a fan of his recall, but I don't understand at all how to play this hero. I don't even
team is
understand his
picking.
skills. It's like, for me, I just spammed the skills a few times in Classic, but I couldn't really understand how to actually use him efficiently.
Same here. I'm not a kind of hero who is more into fighter goals. I'm an assassin, I'm a mage player. But yeah, Olas is really cool. He's mostly dependent on basic attack. Once he gets farm after level 12, he's a real beast.
A small little
Your
tiny
team
cute
is picking.
beast. His hammer is bigger than his body, Lynch.
Yeah, and even his beard and that body hair is too.
Yeah.
Just cute.
Your
He's
team
just
is
so
picking.
cute, and I feel like sometimes if I could, I want to have a keychain of Olive. Anyways, keeping that aside, moving on towards our draft. An Xborg first pick by Legacy of Legends, as well as Kaja and Vale. I am loving this draft. On the other hand, though, Yujong, another good pick,
Your
and they
team
have
is
Louis
banning.
and Leomord Hyperzid.
As Xbox first pick, it's really a worthy pick as a hyper or either of an off lane. And Kaja could go as a gold lane. And Vale, yeah, it will be absolutely played as mid support.
Your team
And
is
coming
banning.
from the red side, Yuzhong is really a worthy pick as an off laner, either gold or XP. And following up by Luo. As Luo, she's really dangerous with that CC. And maybe Leo mode, maybe hyper or golden. It is suitable in the both, so it can be played and dominate in the both lanes.
Okay. And well,
Your team
team
is picking.
not Quarter. What am I saying? Counter Esports have banned Hyper Option Link, even though I didn't really think that there are Team LOL or Legacy is going for a link. Anyways, they have banned a Jawhead, and that's a good pick because Jawhead tank is really annoying. And an
Your team is
Angela. Are
picking.
we seeing an Angela Leomord combo?
The Papi Boom and a horse combo coming in from the team Counter Esports. And yeah, Ling, I guess it's not the good ban here, or maybe they're going for Hyper. That's why they have banned Ling. What do you think about it, I guess?
Yeah, I guess so. And on the other hand, are they going for a hyper? Oh, I'm so sorry. They already have that
Your
Xbox
team is
hyper. How
picking.
could they miss it? How could I miss it? And well, Atlas. Oh my God. Lynch, just look at that. If they can give us some good Atlas and Will ultimate combo, oh my God, they're gonna get wiped out.
That would be very exciting and fun to see that combo. You know how deadly that Atlas and Whale combo is, like one perfect ult, 5 minutes, and that Whale CC and ulti coming in. That's a complete wipeout as you do.
Guys, shout out to Sinner. Please
Sorry?
give shout out to Sinner. Shout out to Sinner. Please give shout out to Sinner.
Okay, for a big shout out to Sinner on the stream chat. Thank you so much for supporting Colt Esports. And shall we move on with the draft and with the match, Lynch?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's move further. And yep, they are landing to the land of dawn.
They are landing very quick. And with that, Lynch, I would again ask you to place your bet on one team and let me know which team is that.
By looking at the draft, I think Team Counter Esport has a pretty balanced draft. They have a healer and a support as a tank playing in the mid lane, followed up by a burst damage mage Luoi, as well as coming with the Roger Hyper, and following up by two off lanes, Leo Mode as well as Yuzhong, who are very tanky and with lots of damage and the life steals. So I guess they are very sustainable. So I place my bet on Team Counter Esports.
Yeah, I agree with you. They look good. And on the other hand, though, Team LoL, which is Legacy of Legends, is no less as well. We're gonna see how interesting this match can go, because I have a feeling that this match is going to last longer. A lot of things are gonna happen, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of turns, but we'll see if that's gonna happen or not. Anyways, Lex, do you think that this Kaja will be able to one-shot someone from the opponent team? You know, I'm talking about maybe Angela or Luo. If he does that, it's gonna be so easy for the team. It's gonna help the team a lot.
I guess, yeah, but I'm seeing Kaja on XP lane, which will lead to him like have a less goal in the stadium later on. It will equal up. So, but yeah, if the game is pretty late or maybe mid game, he can one shot anyone, not only Angela or Luo. He can take down Leo Mode as well as Project and Yuzhong too. You can't underestimate the damage of Kaja.
Okay, I agree with you. In the meanwhile, though, lanes, we saw massive amount of damage dealt by Luoi in the mid lane, and that at last ends up being the first blood. Not good for Team LoL, but nothing yet so far, because just the beginning, and we can see a little bit of Cold War going on in both the lanes, and my game is actually lagging, Lynch. I would like you to carry on.
Okay, so by the draft, I guess Team Counter Esports have a starting advantage. They have Luo as well as Angela to annoy and Roger to be followed up, you know. So I guess, yep, they have a starting game advantage.
And with that, they are trying to farm again in the bottom lane, and look at that, Angela's second skill, and that X-Borg shield is already down. Seems like Team LOS might be able to manage some kills over there, but no, Luo is here for backup, and Leo Mort on the top lane takes that stun 1-on-1. Wow, team, like you said, Team Quarter Esports is doing a lot of things.
Undoubtedly, like Leo Mode is
Counter!
really.
Sorry.
It
Why am I
happens. Come
saying
on, no worry.
quarter? I get it like.
Yeah, carry on.
Oh, and with that, there is a turtle contest going on in the mid lane, and the turtle has already gone to the Roger, and they are going for 4 kills. Yuzhong takes out that X-Borg, while look at it, annoying Angela and Luoi. Roger again manages to get another kill right on their tank. Well, Lynch, if I get these opponents with Luoi and Angela in my opponent, I'm gonna be screaming the entire time like, they are so annoying.
Yeah, this Wombo combo, I mean, it's literally killer. The Angela slow effect and that CC and burst coming in through Luoi. I mean, you got a rare chance to escape out of that, you know?
Exactly. Have to say, and that slow effect that's gonna come from Angela later, as well as Luoi. It's gonna be hard for Team LOL to keep up with all of that. At the same time, they are moving on towards the top lane, maybe forming a gank on Leo Mort, but Leo Mort smartly retreating over there.
That was a good game sense by Leo Mode. He knew that enemies are missing in mid, so they would be ganking top. First, literally the bot lane is empty, and that was smart play by Leo Mode to back off. And your son is also playing smart by hiding. He's blaring to Leo Mode, come out and take the lanes, you know?
Yeah, and that there might be no penalty. Leo won't be like, itna sannata kyun hai, dal mein kuch kala, you know, and he just decided to, you know, retreat over there. And well, at the same time, I don't really see any gang forming in here, but in the top lane of Team LOL, Sun might be in danger, but no. Angela and Roger retreated from that lane as well again. And there will be another turtle contest. Lynch, who do you think is going to grab this turtle?
I guess this might be equal up, but I have more chances on Roger's side because, you know, he's more farmed, he has more jungle stacks, so he can retreat, like his retribution has more damage, so he can take jungle before him. He can retribute before the turtle before Xbox can secure it.
There's not much contest so far, and they can actually take the turtle pretty well. But Xborg and Vale trying, and the turtle is being reset for no reason. And Xborg might find himself in danger that he does not have immortality, and they are going for that kill. Of course, why not? The shield is already out, and that's the kill. That's the kill again. Vale uses ultimate up, but no damage so far, and that Outlast is gone as well as Kaja down. Turtle will obviously go, and it's a triple kill. That's a triple kill for that Yujong. Perfect engagement, and it's actually easy for them to engage right now because, you know, the enemy takes not very much of a problem. In the meanwhile though, Leomord also takes down that Sun one-on-one in the top lane while there was a fight going in the turtle lane.
That was a pretty skillful gang by Yuzhong, I could say. The way he initiated, the way he dropped Xbox shield down, so he couldn't do much, and then he came in with the triple kill. And yes, Leo Mode had the advantage at top, so he took tier 1 turret at the top.
Yeah. They are taking on their objectives, and Sun is not being able to keep up against Leomord in the top lane, which is causing more problems to the team. You know, that Leomord is playing so aggressive and is playing so good. And well, there might be another gang in the mid lane that Xborg actually need to concentrate more on farms, and you know, because in the late game he's gonna be pretty more effective if he have good amount of farm, all his items and stuff. Meanwhile, there is a farm about to form. Oh, sorry, there is a gang about to form in the bottom lane. Luoi using her teleport. Everyone's already there. Kaza might be in danger, but there at last, and his teammates come for backup, and this might be a disengage.
Yeah, smartly played by Atlas by disengaging, like using his first skill and putting him back. But here he goes in, I guess. Okay, he backed off.
Yep, but it seems like they're camping. They're waiting for someone to come and take a kill over there. Luoi might just take out the shield of Xborg, but no, she let him pass. Like, they want them to retreat, and they are waiting for the Kaza, I guess. But no. This is a disengage in the top lane. Let's see what's happening in the top lane. Leomord this time disengages. He's like, "Gile apne zindagi san bete," and he leaves the lane.
I could say like Leomord is playing pretty smart. He's just clearing his own lane, dominating Sun as well, and I guess he will be participating in the team fight now as like Turtle is spawning on top.
Yeah, and he's farming. He's like freely farming. There is no one to disturb him, you know. And in the mid lane, the Roger is definitely going for the turtle. Having a look at the gold. Oh my god, they're almost 8k gold ahead. Team Counter is for their 8k gold. They have an 8k gold lead, and if they keep it up, nothing's gonna stop them from winning this game. On the other hand though, Team LOL really need to, you know, make a comeback, do something nice, or maybe give us a good combo of Atlas and Vale. And in the bottom lane, we see that Yujong might be in danger, and Angela comes in, but this might be and Vale manages to take that Yujong down. Angela is in danger, but I don't know what the Xborg did over their lane. What did he do?
I guess he was trying to kill Angela, but Angela had like her moment speed, and she's already on roam, so she escaped successfully, and he missed his ult, I guess. That's pretty common because he can stack up his shield back, so it's fine.
Yeah, I was like, I saw it a little late, and I was like, why did he use his ultimate there when Angela was so far ahead? And yeah, maybe she used a flicker or something, but Angela was lucky to survive that. And finally, Team LOL have their kill on Yujong. That's a shutdown, obviously, and Kaza might as well pull him, but no. Oh, sorry, Kaza just actually used his ultimate on Yujong, right?
No, he did use, but he still has his ultimate. I guess the cooldown is over.
It is definitely over, and that's Vale dying in the top lane. That Leomord with Angela on his back, and there you go. Angela be like, tell me to go to tick, and they are taking all the kills around, making things so easy for him.
That Leomord, he's like, you know, 700 horse PC engine with Angela. You know, if he gets Angela, he's just running around everywhere and killing up anyone, whoever comes in there. Yeah, like, this is my road, just don't come in, I would mess you up, you know, like that.
Yeah. And wouldn't do it. I'd be like, don't touch my Leomord. And well, the mid lane turret
team
is
turret
definitely
has
going
been
down.
destroyed.
Atlas so easily being picked by the Roger. Again, Sun in the danger again time. And I guess he will escape this for this time.
Leo mode, I have to say, like,
Blue team
their
turret has been
offlaner are
destroyed.
playing so perfect. And if you say I'm obsessed over the gameplay of Loi, the way she's rotating, the way she's using her teleportation so perfectly, so the teammates can gank and she's like, really fulfilling her support role in it.
Exactly. She is playing it smart. She's using all her skills very
Red team
effectively.
has slain
And
the
that's an
Lord.
easy lord. That's an easy lord for Team Counter Esports. I said it right this time. I was saying
Yeah.
it's Quarter Esport the entire time. And I'm like, no, I know it. This time it's Counter, not Quarter. And well, there is no exposure in the map for Team LoL. They haven't even touched any turret. And maybe they touched the bottom one a little bit, a tiny bit, yes, but not being able to push any. While on the other hand, Team Counter Esports, they have the entire map for themselves. It seems to me like that. They are playing aggressive. The slow effect that these two mages or these two supports are giving them is too much for them to handle. A lot of damage as well. And yeah, the Lord is marching in the mid lane. Lynch, is this Lord getting defended?
Yeah, they have Sun, Xbox, and also Atlas. Atlas who can zone out them and they can kill Lord easily. This is like pretty easy Lord, but I bet they would lose some inhibitor turret, either bot or either no. So let's see what happens.
That Kaza goes down the bottom lane instead. He is so stubborn. He's so stubborn. Daddy, why are you so stubborn? He's like, I'm gonna defend even if you kill me. And he ended up dying. And the turret, I guess, is going down. But no, they manages to save the inhibitors. But maybe not. There are more minions coming. There are more waves coming, and the inhibitors are pretty low. And that's it. The mid lane turret is gone. And Atlas just uses ultimate, but no, nothing. He didn't use it, and it's Mark about to die, but manages to escape. Atlas already dead. They are trying to push in. Kaja finally manages to shut down that Roger, but oh my god, that Luo is CC is just so much, and they are coming in straight for the base, I guess, but no. They seem to be disengaging, but Leomord playing a little bit aggressive, and there you go, they back out.
I guess Team LOL would be cursing Luoi by right now. That perfect yin yang combo of her, like it's so amazing. As well as that, her CC is so annoying that it's just being perfect. I couldn't see any more perfect Luoi yet out in this whole tournament.
Exactly. I have seen before some, but she is so good. Her teleportation every time, the way she's rotating, she's there everywhere, and of course, Angela, she just have to use her ultimate, so making things easy for them. And again, Lynch, what do you think is going to help Team LoL at this moment?
I would prefer them to make it late game, maybe around like more 4 to 5 minutes. After 4 to 5 minutes, just noticed Team Counter Esports, they won't be having first line. And Angela can't sustain that much late game, neither Leo mode or Dragons. And already Team LOL, they have Atlas to sustain, and I believe that Xbox will be more tanky, and also the Sun's damage will go insane.
Yes, I guess, yeah. If they have a little bit more front line, a stronger front line, someone who can zone out at least that Luoi, things are going to be a little bit easy for them. And also, Team Counter Esports need to make a small mistake for them to give a chance to come out. And yeah, I'm hoping for a good ultimate combo of Veil and Atlas. I don't think I have seen any ultimate from Atlas yet. Lynch, have you?
No, neither I saw. He's like, they have so much damage in open. I mean, they're so fed. Before Atlas goes in, he's already half or 30 HP, and by the time he ultimates, he's just dead. So I mean, he haven't got that perfect position or chance to, ulti and make some good ganks and bring kills to their teammate. And there's a really smart move, by Team Counter Esports. They are just freezing the lanes so they don't get enough farm, and the Lord is up right by now. This is level 2
Yeah.
Lord, I guess.
Meanwhile, Counter Esports, they're just waiting to take the Lord and end the game. Obviously, I don't think that maybe there's gonna be any contest because they are right now Team Legacy of Legends. They are quite, scared and confused to come out because they probably don't want to make another mistake. They don't want to die. And yeah, they are taking the Lord. Counter Esports is going to take the Lord pretty easily. Sun still farming, and others, they are just trying to defend the lanes, clear the lanes, and there you go, they have the Lord.
Red
And
team has
it's
slain
going to
the
be hard
Lord.
for them to defend this Lord because this is the enhanced Lord. But Lynch, do you still see any ray of hope?
Pretty by now, I mean, the way you told, they don't want to make any mistake. I think they made a mistake by not competing for Lord. Because like level 2, tier 2 Lord is like really so powerful with that enhanced attack. And yeah, they already lost like their inhibitor, I guess the top mid one and also bot one. So this will be a bit difficult for them to defend Lord. But let's see what strategy they do have. Do they have any?
Yeah. Yep. I will have to see that the Lord is here in the mid lane. And who was that son? Okay. I thought Atlas again missed his ultimate, miserably failed to use his ultimate. And they are that Yuzhong trying to come in, and CC from the duo is coming up. Roger already taking that Atlas out. The waves are coming. There's another kill for the Roger. All of them are pretty low. Sun as well is going down, I guess. And there you go. That's a game. Very well played, Counter Esports. What silly. This was a hell of a game being played by Counter Esports.
Domination by all the roles, even at mid, even at bot lane, even at off lane. That was like really good play by Counter Esports. I'm just obsessed with their gameplay and hoping to see them even more in further tournaments.
Yeah, the Bobby Boom did really work out for this team. I wish you all the best, Team Legacy of Legends, to come back in the next time with being more stronger, having a better draft and everything. On the other hand, congratulations and very well played, Team Counter Esports. Right? Counter? Yes, it is Counter. It is Counter Esports. And yeah, guys, please stay tuned and we will be back with another game in no time. And I'll see ya.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots.
I got nothing at the triumphant ceremony. No matter what I do, they won't approve. Ha! Just in time. To taste my wrath! I was always on the front line. I deserve the honor! Leonins can be fighters too. This is not my battlefield either. I will prove myself through a different path.